Marvel has been force-feeding content down our throats since Avengers Endgame, and it's ranged from fine to god-awful. After multiple bombs from Marvel and Disney at large, and the fact that there's more Disney Plus content than there are willing viewers, and Disney Plus has been losing money since its inception, Mouse House CEO Bob Iger is finally bringing the axe down on MCU projects, telling Kevin Feige to shut up and take it.
Snap out of it!
I'm Troy from Marks on Movies, and today we're talking about the cancellations of multiple Marvel movies and the confirmation of some that are still being made, and if anyone actually gives a damn. Now, on with the story. The links to the articles I'm covering can be found in the video description. In a series of announcements that are only shocking due to the fact that Disney may finally be waking up, Marvel Studios has made a series of pretty mature and intelligent decisions.
I'm shocked.
According to reports, the studio has decided to cancel Ant-Man 4, Captain Marvel 3, and Eternals 2.
Oh jeez, that's terrible!
Disney CEO Bob Iger reportedly intervened personally to shut down the Eternals sequel. Let's go to this article from Bounding Into Comics. Marvel reportedly cans Ant-Man 4, Captain Marvel 3, and Eternals 2. Disney CEO Bob Iger said to have personally shut down Eternals sequel for fear that it would have been a guaranteed bomb.
Yup!
Word of this supposed shakeup to Marvel's already tattered cinematic plans were first raised on the evening of March 13th, courtesy of noted scooper Daniel RPK Richmond, in a post to his personal Patreon account, as detailed by numerous outlets, including Dexerto's Screen Time, the Marvel-centric Twitter news outlet @Cosmic_Marvel, and Forbes. Richmond reported that the decision to scrap the aforementioned trio of future MCU outings has been made as part of a turn by the studio away from risky projects and more towards surefire successes.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Further, the scooper also claimed that though Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige was apparently gung-ho on pushing through with a second Eternals film despite the poor reception of the first, he was ultimately overridden by Iger and his assumption that the sequel would likely turn out to be another Marvel box office disaster, which, if true, means due credit must be given to the embattled head of Disney for a rare but deserved, if not easy, W.
Go f*** yourself.
Has Kevin Feige completely lost his mind, or is he just being held ransom by the most radical and stupid members of his staff? On a production budget, not working in the advertising budget, which generally doubles the production budget, of $236.2 million, the Eternals made $402.1 million.
My God.
At the risk of sounding like an expert, which I am not, that's a horrible box office poll and is actually a loss for Disney. Not only are you factoring in the advertising, which probably puts the budget close to $500 million, but the theater gets a large cut of that box office as well. So, altogether, this movie bombed about as hard as it could possibly expect to bomb.
He needs some milk!
The entire production for this movie was built on
diversity.
I thought it was cool to see a multicultural, fairly diverse team, especially since they're immortal, superpowered beings, but why is that the only thing I freaking knew about this movie going into it? Every interview went, tell me about the movie, and we got,
oh, well, we have plenty of black actors, Hispanic actors, 1 or 2 white people, a deaf actress, and one of the characters is not only black, but also gay. And did I mention that the director is a strong, independent woman who don't need no man? Come see our movie. Yay, diversity!
Diversity is great and all, but diversity is never a selling point. Ever. And this has been proven over and over and over. With movies and television series. Getting back to the article. While this alleged shifting of the MCU's production schedule may spark a mix of emotions in fans, disappointment that the studio is giving up on one of their last remaining well-liked characters in Ant-Man thanks to one terrible outing, apathy over the loss of any future Eternals or Captain Marvel-centric adventures, hell, even the actress behind the latter heroine herself, Brie Larson, seems completely over her time as the high-flying Avenger. Or maybe even shock at Iger actually making a good move for once, it's unlikely that surprise will be among them.
A blessing from the Lord.
After all, the last entry in each of those respective film series stands as some of Marvel's biggest box office failures, but also reputational ones, with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, The Marvels, and Eternals having gone down in franchise history as some of the worst overall entries.
Fact.
However, while this is the apparent end to those 3 series, it should be noted that this development does not necessarily mark the overall end of each respective heroes, or team of heroes in the case of Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Eternals, time in the shared cinematic universe. Thank God. I was worried there for a second that we may have seen the last of Ant-Man's daughter, Monica Rambeau, Ms. Marvel, and, let me check my notes. All of the Eternals, whose names no one remembers.
It's true.
Also, this is a small gripe, and I know that it wasn't his movie, nor was he one of the Eternals, but how do you have Kit Harington in your film, and he has a combined total of like 2 minutes of screen time?
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Either way, it's not all doom and gloom for the chuckle f***s in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeehaw, chuckle.
The Marvel Studios TV boss has confirmed that Ironheart and Wonder Man have survived the recent wave of cancellations. My God, they're saved!
I'm gonna kill myself! Wow. I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
Marvel will have a future after all. Marvel Studios TV boss confirms Ironheart and Wonder Man survived a recent wave of cancellations. We're editing both of those shows as we speak. Marvel Studios exec Brad Winderbaum has confirmed that both the Ironheart and Wonder Man Disney Plus series are still very much on track for release. The Marvel Studios head of streaming, television, and animation offered this news regarding the studio's television plans while speaking with pop culture news website Agents of Fandom in promotion of the upcoming premiere of X-Men 97. Here's Brad speaking with the outlet's editor-in-chief, TJ Zwarich.
We're editing both those shows as we speak. They're spectacular.
Right.
They're amazing.
So that was a lie.
And they're different. We're able to explore corners of the universe that are really exciting. And Riri Williams is one of them, and I cannot wait for people to meet Simon Williams. He's Wonder Man.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Notably, Winderbaum's public confirmation that both series are still on track to release, though as with most things these days, it's recommended that fans wait to believe this promise until they see it, comes as a genuine surprise given the sheer amount of confusion and ever-dire reports surrounding each production. Asked about the series' status during the Sundance Film Festival in January 2024, the actress Dominique Thorne, who plays Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, dispassionately declared,
Shooting has concluded. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can say strap in, get ready. It will be a ride, much like they all are. It is an epic journey and one that I'm very excited to share.
Buckle up, buckaroo!
The article goes on and on to talk about the alleged cancellations, setbacks, rewrites, and average stuff that's plagued Marvel for quite a while at this point. It's nothing new.
Why are you the way that you are?
It's always stupid, it costs Disney tons and tons of money, and it usually leads to no more success than it would have if they just quickly filmed an equally crappy movie for half the budget and half the time, then threw it up on the big screen for all of us to just hate just as much.
Because we're smart.
The news of cancellation has left many fans talking, with many taking to social media to express their disappointment and confusion. My confusion comes with fans being disappointed, honestly.
From the bottom of my heart, man to man, your story.
Despite the setbacks, Marvel Studios will do what they do. They'll keep pumping out more and more and more content. Hoping that the gravy train will start back up again. I highly disagree with people constantly talking about superhero fatigue. Good superhero movies are still wanted. Good superhero movies can still make money. What we've gotten from Marvel since the release of Spider-Man No Way Home has been a steady stream of who the f*** asked for this, with a heavy dose of DEI. What we've gotten from DC for years has been a steady stream of why should I give a damn? Peacemaker did well and will stick around. I'm sure the next Superman movie will do well, but time will tell if that trend continues. I would like to think this all points to Marvel smartening up, but I honestly have zero confidence in anything under the Disney banner at this point.
I've been reviewing your work. Quite frankly, it stinks.
I guess it's all just a waiting game at this point to see if Marvel can salvage any little bit of their former glory without having to constantly trot out Spider-Man to save their asses.
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Peter.
Apparently everybody gets one.
Bingo.
Comment with your thoughts on the cancellations and the confirmation that we're still getting Ironheart and Wonder Man. Were you looking forward to more movies from the Eternals, Captain Marvel, or Ant-Man? Are you disappointed by all this? Are you looking forward to seeing more Ironheart and the debut of Wonder Man? Are you tired of superhero films and shows altogether? And do you have any confidence in Disney whatsoever? Let me know down in the comments section. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Movies, and we'll see you next time.